farmer's market, and they had an amazing selection of vegetables, so I bought everything I needed from there. I got the bell peppers, the onions, and the tomatoes. I started with my bell peppers to get those cut up, and then I went ahead and cut up the onions, because you'll see here shortly I'm going to start using a chopper to get them into smaller pieces. But as you saw, those onions were really big, so for this sauce I used those 2 large onions, and then I used 2 bell peppers, and I used a 25-pound box of tomatoes. And we're about to get started with the chopping. This chopper was, I think, pretty helpful to get this done in a timely fashion. I was able to get everything chopped up in about maybe 30 minutes or less. You don't have to use a chopper if you don't want to, but I think it's good to have, especially if you're going to make a big batch like what I'm doing today. So it definitely could come in handy. So now I got the onions and all the peppers chopped up. I still have my jalapeños that I'm going to chop up here soon, because that'll be a variation that I'm doing for my husband, because he likes his sauce a little bit more spicy than I do. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're going to go ahead and deseed those jalapeños and then put them in the chopper. As you can see here, I switched out my blade for the small dice blade because I wanted these a little bit smaller. And then once I finish that, we're going to go ahead and start adding items to the pot. I started with the garlic, and I let that saute for a minute or 2, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in the onions that we diced earlier, and we're going to let those saute as well. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and add in the green peppers and give that all a good stir and let it combine. And then I actually let the whole thing cook for maybe another 5 to 10 minutes before I added in any of the tomatoes. And you see I already have the water boiling, so that's for me to be able to pull the skin off the tomatoes. And because this was a big job, I had to tag in the husband to help me peel the tomatoes. So a job well done to him, because he did amazing. Alright, so after I got everything blended, I went ahead and added the tomatoes to the pot, and I added the bay leaves, and then I went ahead and added the rest of the seasoning, and I gave it a stir. I actually let the sauce cook for about an hour or 2 because I was in the midst of doing other things while this was cooking. Once everything got close to being done, I went ahead and sterilized my jars and prepped them to get everything set for the water bath, and it was done. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more, like and subscribe.